Hello and welcome to part 1 of our new series on dealing with data challenges in a microservices architecture. Today we're uncovering the data silo trap. The pain of isolated data and the integration headaches it causes. To kick things off, imagine this scenario. You're a chef trying to cook a gourmet meal, but all your ingredients are locked away in separate kitchens. The vegetables are in the marketing kitchen, the meat is in sales, and the spices are hidden in finance's pantry. You have everything you need, but you can't bring it together. Frustrating, right? Well, that's exactly what happens in many organizations with siloed data. In this video, we'll explore what data silos are, how they form, and why they can become such a headache for integration. Let's dive in. So, what do we mean by data silo? In simple terms, a data silo is a collection of information held by one group that isn't easily accessible by others. Each department or team stores its own data for its own needs, often in separate systems. In our example, you see each department has its own silo, its own little world of data. The term silo actually comes from those tall grain silos on farms, which store different types of grain separately. Similarly, a data silo keeps data isolated. Marketing has its data, sales has different data, finance has another set, and so on. At first glance, this might seem fine. After all, each team is just taking care of its own information. But, as these silos grow, problems start to appear. The data is trapped in its respective silo, making it tough for the company as a whole to get a complete picture. How do we end up with these silos? It's usually not intentional. Silos form naturally over time. Think of each department as its own little island. Sales Island uses a CRM system and speaks CRM language. Marketing Island has its analytics tools, and Finance Island might use an ERP system. Each picked the best tools for their job, often without thinking about company-wide integration. Over the years, this creates separate pockets of data. It's partly due to organizational structure and culture. Traditionally, departments operated pretty independently, each with its own processes and jargon. Technology plays a role too. Different teams adopt different software, spreadsheets, databases, SaaS apps, and so on, many of which weren't designed to easily share data with others. The result? You've got valuable information locked up in each team's favorite tools, like fortresses of information that don't talk to each other. It's a classic trap. As the company grows and collects more data, these silos become more entrenched. Everyone is doing their own thing, which works day to day, until you need a combined view or cross-team insight. Then the silo setup becomes a big obstacle. Now, here's where the real headache starts when you try to integrate all that isolated data. Because the systems and datasets were all built separately, merging them later can be a nightmare. It's like trying to fit puzzle pieces together that almost match but not quite. Different departments may use different data formats, standards, or identifiers for the same things. One system says customer ID, another just uses name and phone number. Small inconsistencies pile up. For example, one database stores the state California as CA, another as Caliph, and another spelled out fully. When you pull this data together, you suddenly must reconcile all those differences. Without a seamless integration, someone ends up doing a lot of tedious work. Exporting spreadsheets, writing conversion scripts, copying and pasting data between systems. Sound familiar? These manual fixes not only waste time but also introduce errors. In short, integrating siloed data after the fact is cumbersome and costly. This is why we call it an integration headache. It can literally cause technical migraines for your IT team and analysts. And until it's solved, your business is operating with friction, like a machine full of gears that don't quite mesh. One big consequence of data silos is that no one gets the full picture. Each team can only see the part of the data that lives in their silo. It's like trying to understand an elephant by only touching its tail. You're bound to miss something important. Without integrating the data, management and analysts are making decisions on partial information. There's no hope of discovering company-wide patterns or inefficiencies without an enterprise-wide view of data. It's a bit like having a puzzle with many pieces missing. You can guess at the image, but you don't truly see it. These blind spots mean you might fail to spot trends or correlations that cross departments. For example, you might not realize that a dip in customer satisfaction, captured by your support team, is linked to a delay in order deliveries, captured by the operations team, because those datasets live in different silos. In a siloed world, you're essentially flying blind in certain areas. Leaders can't get a 360-degree view of the business or customers because each data silo is only showing one angle. This incomplete insight makes it incredibly difficult to answer big strategic questions or make fully informed decisions. Another headache from silos: duplicate and inconsistent data. When each silo stores overlapping info, you inevitably get multiple versions of the same facts. Think about a single customer's record. Their information might be saved in the marketing database, the sales CRM, and the support system separately. Over time, these copies can drift out of sync. Maybe the support team updated the customer's phone number, but sales didn't get the memo. Siloed data often leads to inconsistencies between departmental databases, and as data ages in different silos, some copies become outdated or just plain wrong. This not only hurts data quality but also causes confusion. Which version of the truth do you believe? Teams might debate over whose spreadsheet has the real numbers. Additionally, having the same data stored in multiple places is wasteful. It eats up extra storage and can violate data governance rules if, say, a customer asks to delete their data but it lives on in a silo nobody checks. Many companies also suffer from everyone exporting their own local spreadsheets from siloed systems. Each of those exports is a redundant copy, adding to clutter and risking errors if people work off old extracts. In short, silos can turn your clean data into a messy game of telephone, where no one is sure which data is accurate or up to date. That's a huge headache for maintaining data integrity. Data silos also lead to a lot of wasted time and effort. Because data isn't shared freely, different teams might duplicate work without realizing. Imagine the sales team and marketing team each scrambling to win back the same at-risk customer, neither aware that the other is on the case. They're both investing time and offering discounts to the same person, which is inefficient and maybe a bit embarrassing. That kind of duplicated effort wastes resources and money. Or consider reporting. Each department might spend hours preparing their own reports from their siloed data, and then someone has to manually reconcile all those reports to get a company-wide view. It's a lot of reinventing the wheel in each silo. Plus, when data is hard to get, people tend to give up on deeper analysis. They'll just stick to what they have, even if it's not the whole story. This hurts productivity and can kill innovation. Instead of collaborating on insights, teams stay in their bubbles. Overall, the organization moves slower because so much effort is spent either doing things twice or struggling to gather information that should be readily available. Siloed data and siloed efforts create a drag on efficiency. It's like every department is pedaling a separate bike rather than everyone riding a tandem bicycle forward. Perhaps the most painful cost of the silo trap is missed opportunities and a bad customer experience. When insights are trapped in one corner of the company, you might miss the chance to act on them. For instance, your product development team could be sitting on game-changing customer feedback buried in support tickets, but since that data never makes it over to them, they might build features nobody asked for. Meanwhile, truly valuable suggestions go ignored. Opportunities slip by because the dots never get connected. And from the customer's perspective, silos can be downright cringeworthy. Picture this. A customer just filed a complaint with your support team about a product issue. Unaware of that, marketing sends the same customer a shiny promotional email the next day touting that product. Oops, the customer feels like, don't you guys talk to each other? It's a fractured, jarring experience that hurts your brand. In siloed organizations, such blunders aren't uncommon. One hand doesn't know what the other is doing. Beyond embarrassment, it can lead to lost sales and churn. If you don't have a unified view of your customer, you can't serve them effectively. Missed cross-sell opportunities, redundant communications, slower response to issues. All these happen when data is isolated. And, in today's competitive environment, those missed opportunities and bad experiences can really set you back. It's like having the talent to win a race but tying your own shoelaces together. You're tripping yourself up with silos. So, we've seen how siloed data can trap an organization in a web of problems. But how do we break out of that trap? The good news is that silos, however entrenched, can be dismantled. It takes a combination of technology, strategy, and culture change. You're not just going to connect a few data pipes and call it a day. True integration means building bridges between teams so everyone can work from a single source of truth they trust. On the technology side, solutions like data integration platforms, data warehouses, or lakes can centralize information from those disparate systems. Instead of many disconnected silos, you get one unified pool of data. But tech alone isn't enough. Equally important is a mindset shift. Leadership needs to encourage a culture of data sharing and collaboration, treating data as a shared asset rather than a departmental property. In other words, breaking the silo trap means both hooking up the systems and shaking up the status quo. In upcoming parts of this series, we'll dive deeper into these solutions, how to establish that single source of truth, improve data quality, and tackle integration step by step. So, please, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore practical strategies to bust those silos for good and turn isolated data into integrated insights. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We hope you now recognize the signs of the data silo trap and are ready to escape it. Remember, the goal is to have all your ingredients in one kitchen, cooking up success together. See you next time.